Hi you guys, and welcome to our weekly youth group update. We meet every Sunday on the basketball court at 5 p.m. for a time of fellowship in Jesus. You're invited and so are your friends. Here's what we talked about this week. Let's check it out. This month, we're talking about how we can choose self-control. Self-control is choosing to do what you should even when you don't want to. We have control over what we say and what we do, but we don't have to do it alone. God can give us the power to stay in control. We need to make the wise choice, and with God's help, we can do it. You guys, it's a good feeling when you're in control, right? It feels good when you have the remote control and you can choose what you want to watch. You can make the characters go backwards and forward, maybe even repeat themselves. You can pause them mid-sentence and force them to freeze. You can fast forward them to the next scene. You can even make them speak other languages. It's a pretty awesome power to have the remote, you know? Well, today we're taking a look at a pretty amazing example of self-control from the life of David. At this point, David had been chosen by God as Israel's next king. But Saul was still king at this time. David served King Saul and won many battles for Israel. You'd think that would have made King Saul happy, but instead, Saul was really jealous of David's success and the attention he got for it. Saul also didn't like the idea that David would be king one day. So Saul actually tried to kill David. Yikes! David escaped the wilderness where around 400 men joined him. David was probably very hurt and angry that the king he served would make him live on the run, constantly in fear for his life. All right, Kellen, take it away.
Today, we're going to be looking at 1 Samuel chapter 24. And of course, I can't do this alone, so we're going to be welcoming our friends, the So-and-So Show players. Our story begins with David on the run. Now, you may remember David from all the famous things he did, like fight and defeat the giant Goliath.
What up?
David was also known as an impressive harp player.
What up?
All told, David was a really popular guy.
David, he's our man. If he can't do it, no one can.
There was just one problem. Saul was the king, and he had a little jealousy issue.
What do you mean by that chant? Oh, everyone thinks David is so good. Well, what about me?
Saul, he's our man. If he can't do it,
David can! What? I see what's going on here. Everyone thinks that David should be king. Well, not on my watch. Guards! After him!
It wasn't just the people who loved David. David was picked by God to be the next king after Saul. Saul was afraid of David and plotted to kill him.
King Saul, we've been told that David is hiding in this desert.
It's great. No, Let's go get. As I was saying, let's go get. Let's go get. Okay, so we're all adults here, right? I got to go to the party. So maybe we could wait 10, 20 minutes to kill David.
Got plenty of time.
So I'm gonna go in that cave over there. Yeah. Leave me alone.
Yes, sir.
David, he's our man. What's next? He's got a plan.
Do you hear that?
Whoa!
What do I do?
Sneak up on him, end it quick. Him chasing us is no picnic.
David had the perfect opportunity to kill his enemy Saul, but instead, he cut off the corner of his robe.
David, what's the deal? Put an end to this ordeal.
Oh. Ooh. I feel good. I knew that I would. Yeah, I feel good. I knew that I would.
I can't kill Saul. God anointed him to be king, and I have to respect that. I can't lay a hand on him.
But don't you see that he'd kill you?
If he finds out, we're all through.
David knew he had to trust God no matter what. So the next thing he did was really, really bold.
David, are you nuts?
I'll say this for him. He's got guts.
King Saul,
What?
this day you have seen with your own eyes how the Lord has handed you over to me in the cave. Some of my men begged me to kill you, but I didn't.
David, don't blame us. He'll say we are treasonous.
I said, I will never lay my hand on my master. He is the Lord's anointed king.
David, rise.
People say evil acts come from those who do evil. So, I won't do anything to hurt you.
David, you are a better person than I am. May the Lord reward you with many good things. And may the Lord do it because of the way you treated me today. I know for sure you will be king. And I know the kingdom of Israel will be secure under your control. Bring it in. Oh. Oh. Hey, my back feels better.
David, now what's next? The political fallout is complex.
You guys know you don't have to chant everything.
Great job, everyone. Let's have a big hand for the So-and-So Show players. David had every reason to be angry. King Saul was trying to kill him. Being angry is understandable when you or someone you know is being treated unfairly. But what's important is what we do with that anger. You see, David had self-control, though. He knew the right decision was to trust God and let his plans play out. And I know it's hard sometimes to keep your cool when someone makes you mad, But take a deep breath and count to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You'll make better choices if you could control your anger instead of letting your anger control you. I'll see you guys next time.
Thanks, Kellen.
You guys, that was pretty silly. But the truth is, David did show some amazing self-control. He had every reason to be angry at King Saul. After all, King Saul had been trying to kill him. But when David had the chance to kill Saul, even with all his men urging him to do it, he didn't let his anger control him. I imagine he stopped and took a deep breath, and he chose to spare Saul's life. Here's what each of us needs to remember. Don't be controlled by your anger. Of course, we all get angry from time to time. Sometimes we have good reason to be. You might get angry when you or someone you know is treated unfairly. Jesus himself got angry, but he had good reasons for it. He was angry when people hurt others, when people lied about him, or when people used their status to get rich and hurt others. But Jesus never let his anger control him. So what do you do if your little brother or sister borrows something that they weren't supposed to? What if someone says something to you that hurts your feelings? What if you feel left out because your friends planned something without you? You might feel angry, but don't let your anger control you. Stop and think about how you'll respond. Remember that it's always best to make the wise choice, because unfortunately, you can't press rewind and take things back. And don't forget, you're never on your own. God is with you. God is always in control. And with God's help, we can be too.